Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey tea sippers, I hope you guys are doing good today. So it's a lot going on. I have been busy this whole week. As you guys know, I dropped my deep dive. It was over 5 hours long, so I needed to take a break from everything, social media, editing, YouTube, all that good stuff. But I wanted to talk about this story because there has been some updates. I'm sure you guys all know by now about the viral story of Shonda Hatter. She's a young woman, 33 years old, from Chicago, and she was coming home from school with her 2 children, a 9-year-old boy, and I think her daughter might be in kindergarten. And there's a group of kids who decided that they were going to not only jump her as the adult, but also put hands and feet on her children as well. So the video went viral all over social media, and people were very, very upset about it, as they should. Initially, people thought she was pregnant because her stomach was kind of protruding, but come to find out, this young woman suffers from sickle cell, and that was a tumor. So this entire situation has just gotten worse. It's really sad what happened and what she's going through, and what's even more disgusting is the response from the parents and the relatives of those kids, and we're going to get into that as well. So let's go ahead and start with the news broadcast. They ended up interviewing Shonda and her husband about the situation, and they also showed how the community rallied around her, along with people on the internet as well. So we're going to go ahead and check out these videos right now.
Now to a CBS exclusive. The mother in this video, who was attacked while protecting her children, is speaking publicly. She and her son were brutally attacked by a group of kids on Monday, and this video has caught the attention of many across the country. Now, that community is stepping in to help move her out of the South Deering neighborhood. She only spoke to our Sharday Gray about this horrific attack, and Sharday is live in our newsroom with more from this exclusive story.
Well, Marie, Shonda Hatter says she's still in physical pain after she and her son were brutally attacked with her young daughter just steps away. Her legs are bruised and it's hard for her to walk. But what hurts her the most is her children are still suffering.
My son is, he's very devastated. He'll wake up out of the middle of his sleep screaming. He'll scream, "Mommy, are you there?"
Hatter says her 9-year-old son and 6-year-old daughter are traumatized after watching their mom get attacked by a group of kids. In this video, we've blurred the faces of those involved because they're all minors. We've stopped it after she was dragged to the ground because of how brutal it is. Her son was beaten, and she says one of the kids pulled her daughter's hair. Her daughter stood off to the side crying, watching her brother and mother get attacked.
I felt helpless because I was down on the ground and he was down on the ground and he's looking at me screaming like, "Mommy, please help me, help me." I couldn't get up myself. I couldn't do nothing.
She's sick. She has sickle cell. So I guess they seen a little weakness on her because she's, kind of walking a little slow. And they have no right to put their hands on an adult. But I just saw her live right here.
That's her partner, Devon Lee, who was at work when the attack happened. Hatter went on to tell me that her son has been bullied for the past 2 years at Lovelyti Bright Elementary School because of the way she walks and talks, all of the results of her sickle cell disease. Hatter tried to talk to the school about the bullying, but she says they didn't do anything about it. Yesterday, a large group of parents came to the school to show their support for the mother and to put an end to bullying. The community immediately stepped in and moved her out of South Deering and into an undisclosed location. Hatter says she's pressing charges against the parents of the kids who attacked her. As for her children, they'll be transferred to a different school, and she's looking to get therapy for them. Reporting in the newsroom, Sharday Gray, CBS News, Chicago. Marie.
Sharday, thank you for that. Students.
Winnie Dorch live at Orville Bright Public School. And Winnie, some tell you that this has been an ongoing problem.
Good morning. That's exactly right. The adults who showed up at the school today say while they are shocked, they're not surprised. Take a look behind me. They tell me they are demanding accountability, saying the students involved should be expelled. We want to warn you that we are going to show you some of that disturbing video, and you may understand why so many people are upset.
This is how we show up. Justice, peace.
Chicago police escorted 33-year-old Karshonda Hatter into Lovelyti Bright Public School Tuesday morning for a meeting with officials. A sea of supporters gathered around her, chanting. The Chicago mom is the focus of this video, seen millions of times on social media. She and her children were attacked by multiple other children Monday afternoon as they were walking home. WGN is not showing the full video as it may be too disturbing to watch. But here's what we will show you. You can see Hatter and her children walking as a group of elementary students followed and yelled at them. Next, you see the kids crowd around Hatter and her children, and that's when two of them started to punch them. Hatter was eventually thrown to the ground and jumped, as was her son.
They were literally waiting the way we walk home just to jump all of us.
So now we waiting.
Just to jump all of us. So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me, so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking. They followed us all the way there, and then they still fought us. They fought my son. They hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair.
Hatter and her 9-year-old son were taken to Trinity Hospital in serious condition after the attack. According to her, this isn't the first time her child has been bullied, and she's hoping this will be the last.
I'm trying to get justice for my son.
Absolutely.
And you deserved it.
And she's not the only parent fighting for her child. Those who stood outside the school say students have been terrorizing the community.
This has been an ongoing thing in this community, and the parents don't take accountability for nothing their kids do. If my kids was out here being messy, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna let it be known.
And again, back out here live, dozens of parents and community members showing up as early as 7 a.m. when we got out here. Hatter and her family are still in that meeting as we speak, talking to administrators regarding the incident. We do know CPS is investigating this, and we're trying to get more information on what's...
All right, so there's a lot of things with that case that just is troubling. When I first saw the video online, I was just shocked. There was just no respect. They were calling her Shamar, kept saying, with your Shamar looking ass. They were talking about, just the way she was walking. They were talking about her son. And I know as a parent, there's nothing more hurtful than not being able to protect your child. So imagine you're supposed to be your children's protector and you can't even do that because they said she had been in the hospital for 2 weeks. She suffers from sickle cell. Okay. And sickle cell affects people differently. Some people have it a lot worse than others. But being as somebody who can relate to her illness, to know that she just got out the hospital from having a crisis, so she's still in pain. And the reason why she's walking slow is because of that crisis. That's just some of the things that happen. You walk slower, you're trying to get your balance back right. It's just a lot with your body deteriorating because of that illness. So for these kids to single her out because of how she's walking, and then to constantly make fun of the little boy because of how his mom speaks, to me, that is just disgusting. And it just shows this evil pack mentality that the children of the corn, that's what we're going to call them, the children of the corn, what they had. They wanted to zone in on a weak mother who was not in the best condition with her children, and not only put hands on her, but on the kids. And the fact that the entire community came out bright and early at 7 o'clock in the morning to stand in solidarity with that mother, it tells you a lot about that community. It tells you that those kids are terrors. They're terrorizing folks. They have no respect for authority. They have no respect for their teachers. I can only imagine how they act in the classroom. When the children are not scared of the adults and don't care to be disciplined by the adults, society has a huge problem. Okay? But what's even more disturbing but not shocking is the response from some of the parents, the excuses from some of the parents. Some of the kids talking and claiming ownership of what they did, apologizing but still kind of laughing, thinking it's a game. So it's sad. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys some videos on TikTok. We're going to go ahead and watch these videos. The whole thing is just extremely disturbing, including videos of Karshonda in the hospital.
I'm pregnant. These are my only 2 kids right here.
Because you don't have a baby.
I just don't put shit on Facebook, like real shit that I go through every day in life. I don't post that on Facebook because people like to use that against you. So I gotta keep shit to myself. You know, I don't even got nobody to vent to. I don't got friends. I don't trust nobody. I don't know what it is, what they want to do with my son, but my son is very friendly. Like he not the type that likes to fight. He's not a fighter. Yeah, he okay. He right here. Just smacked him very hard, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't move my son at the moment because I had my daughter standing in front of me. If I move my daughter or move any kind of way, I don't know what these kids trying to do. I'm not pregnant.
So you guys heard her say that she's not pregnant. The reason, like I said, her belly was poking out is because of internal things going on with her stomach from the sickle cell. And I think the most disturbing thing is what these kids don't realize, why they thought this was just fun and games. They could have killed that woman. That woman really could have died on the spot. Because one thing about sickle cell, you know what I'm saying, you cannot have stress. Stress is like the #1 killer. So she's already in a stressful situation. She literally could have just, her heart could have stopped right there and then. So on top of her being in a stressful situation, trying to protect her children, now they're putting hands on somebody. Now they're putting hands and feet on this woman. That alone would have also brought on a crisis. And a lot of times when you go into crisis mode, you don't know if you're going to make it out. A lot of times you only make it out of crisis mode by the grace of God. So thank God this woman is alive to share her testimony, but this is just sick and demonic, what happened to her. And I don't care if she was healthy or not healthy. It shouldn't have happened. But the fact that she had sickle cell on top of that, and these kids jumped her, is nasty work. And even when you watch the video, he's protecting her stomach the whole time, and people assume that he was trying to protect his baby brother or sister. But what he was protecting is the fact that he knows his mom is dealing with serious medical issues, possibly a medical procedure, and he's trying to protect that, you know, whatever's going on down there internally, he's trying to protect those hits so that way they don't rupture something. I mean, it's just, that video was so heartbreaking to watch. You can tell he's a good kid. He loves his mom, you know what I'm saying? And I know it probably hurt him just as much that he wasn't able to protect his mother.
And to the parents of all them kids in Chicago, that pregnant mother, all y'all need to be in court by Monday. Huh? And to the parents of all them kids that jumped that pregnant mother and her kids, all y'all need to be in court by Monday morning. I took the morning to wait to post about this because I had to see exactly how many messages I was going to get about this, because I have never even had this many messages sent to me about one specific thing. This mother was on the way home from school. It wasn't a child that she had in high school. This wasn't 11th or 12th grader that kids had problem with. This was a very young minor. And there was older kids, younger kids, a group of them that were basically preying on this mother and her children. So much so that she fell on the ground and they commenced to start jumping her. Now, today I'm hearing that it's a lot of police activity up at the school, and we have not got the information about that. But all of those parents who had their kids involved in this, there needs to be charges brought up for the simple fact to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Now, to the parents of those kids that was jumping that pregnant mother outside in Chicago, I don't know what you're doing at home, but tonight it better be some whooped asses up in that house. Huh? I'm talking about one of them old back in the day ones. I'm talking about give them a bath, let them go, think they going to sleep, and commence to whooping that ass in the dark. Yeah, these kids need that. Because this mother already looked like she was going through it. In the video, they pointed out stuff that was going on with her. Her ankles, ass. She not talking to the best of her abilities. Come to find out she was in the hospital the last couple of days. And these kids taking tack on her. Now, if she would have hit them back, then y'all would be talking about, she hitting kids. She should have left that up to a grown person or called the police. This is why stuff is happening in society right now, because our kids aren't being trained properly. Sidebar, if that was my baby mama, Lord Jesus. Huh? Chicago wouldn't have had nothing left. I would have scorched the earth. Huh? Chicago would have just been another part of Illinois. I digress.
Nah, he's saying the truth. I mean, it's these kids, they need belt to ass. Point blank, period. It's insane.
Middle school to whoop me and my son? No.
No, my son did not get whooped. The only person that really got hit on was me because I was protecting my kids. And I wasn't finna put my hands. I don't hit kids. I'm a grown ass woman. I'm not finna hit nobody's kid, okay? At the end of the day, I'm not finna hit nobody's kid.
I feel you, bro. Hey, I'm an educator, God, mother first. And let me tell you something, those are not kids, baby. Those are degenerates. Those are not kids. So what you should have did was you should have put your hands on them. You should put your hands on them and ain't no hard saying, if they don't understand, I hate you guys, don't do that. I really do. I wish I was there because let me tell you something. Miss Thompson hit kids. Let me tell you something. Kids with their hands on me. That's exactly why I had to get out of teaching. But let me tell you something. Like, I wouldn't intentionally put my hands on a child. But it's some grown kids myself. Put their hands on me. I'll quickly, slightly black out and forget you as a child.
Now, I'm seeing a lot of folks who keep saying that. They keep saying she should have fought back. She should have put hands on those kids. It's a different situation when you're in a controlled classroom and you decide to fight back. These are kids who are outside in the wild, okay? They're outside. They're bold enough to literally taunt and follow this woman for blocks. These kids range in ages from 9 to at least junior high age, 14, 15. They are following this woman for blocks. I think if the woman would have fought back, if she was healthy enough to fight back, let's say that, the beating would have been worse. How do we know that one of these little psychopaths didn't have a weapon? Because sometimes when you fight back, that can make the situation go even worse. What if one of them kids pulled out a gun and shot her? Or what if she had a gun and she was defending herself from being jumped? You know, so I get people feel like, well, she should have whooped their ass. There was literally like 20 kids. I mean, unless you're fucking Hawk Smash, you're not able to beat up 20 kids all at one time and they're just jumping you. And especially given her situation. So before we start this video, this is the ratchet ass auntie. She happened to be there. She's the auntie of the girl in the ghetto pink coat that everybody keeps making fun of. That is her niece. So for some reason, she took the opportunity to try and clout chase off of this. But now that clout chasing has come back to bite her in the ass.
You said it. Yeah, that's Miss Ugly Jacket, bitch. That's my niece, bitch. Fuck what you talking about? Sad, no, you sad, bitch. You sad. I want to go outside now. I'm ready to go outside. I'm going outside. I'm going outside, bro. Samaya, what's funny? Girl came out of red, pink, and brown. Don't worry about what she came on. Came out the house with. Fuck. Niggas got crunched out there. You worried about the wrong shit. Your mama, bitch. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. Like, y'all found me all the way on TikTok. For your niece. You want the dead shit, bitch. You want the dead shit. You want the dead shit. You want the dead shit. Where Miss Little Flamingo? She not too far. Go outside. I'm ready for outside. I'm gonna... I don't give a fuck who after me. Y'all don't even know. Y'all wasn't even here. Shut up. I don't think nothing cute. Bitch, you said it.
So as you see, child, objection. Not only is she dusty, she's wearing a hat and coat in the house. So most likely, they probably ain't got no heat. The heat cut off, gas cut off. That's why the niece is running around in that ugly ass pink jacket. She got on a fucking blue jacket. The thing is, she tried to get clout off this situation. Nobody knew who the fuck Layla Vouches was. Nobody knew who you were. But since you want to get clout off the situation, the clout has come for you. So we're going to watch a few more videos from Leia. So she's playing music. In this video, she says, one of the fighters in the Bright School bra, no remorse. That's what somebody wrote. She says, so I'm assuming we all never heard if one fight, we all fight. So she's finding this funny that her niece did this. So here, because I don't want to play the music, she's saying they mad they can't find me. Meanwhile, I'm at work on camera. So hopefully she'll lose her job soon because you're not supposed to be on camera shaking your ass. okay, at work. You should be working.
Right, I had enough. I really don't like the fact that I really got to get up here and explain myself to y'all, but y'all seem confused, and I don't do the confusion. Yes, I was there. Yes, I was there. Did I touch that lady? No, I did not touch that lady. Did I touch her kids? No, I did not touch her kids. Talking about why you let your niece fight that lady and her kids? Mind your business. I'm not her CEO, and I'm not her mama. And another thing, I just sat there and minded my business. That didn't have nothing to do with me. Why would I jump into something that don't got nothing to do with me? I am an innocent bystander. I do not support violence.
So clearly the internet is whooping her ass because she's saying she had enough. They're dragging her. She's been doxxed. She's a fucking idiot, okay? And she looks pretty young. I'm sorry, but the title of auntie needs to be revoked. You are a trash ass auntie. For you to sit there and not intervene in your niece doing something wrong is insane. If I was there and my niece or nephew was going to do something that could potentially lead them down the wrong path, and I just stand there and watch and sit back and sip tea and say it ain't my business, bitch, you not no real auntie. Because your niece and your nephew, those are supposed to be extensions of yourself. Your brother or sister's children are supposed to be just like your children. The same way I would expect my brother to put belt to ass if my boys were acting up and acting a fool. The same way I would expect him to look out for his nephews, and the same way I would look out for my nieces and nephews. You're a trash ass aunt. You need the title revoked. The fact that you sat there and you watched an adult who did nothing to your dusty niece, okay? It ain't like she picked on your niece. She didn't start anything with your niece. Your niece hit her first for no reason. And you find this funny. You continue trolling. You continue making stupid ass TikTok videos. And the internet came for your ass, and now you want to cop a plea. You obviously support violence per your other post that you had on TikTok, laughing at the situation, thinking the situation was funny. Now I wonder how would you like it if her family got together and jumped your ass? Then you'd be singing a whole different tune. With family members like this lady right here, who needs enemies? She's not there to steer your child in the right direction. She's there to encourage the fuckery because her own life is miserable. How do you sit there as an adult and watch children behave in this manner and you're just like, it ain't my business, I was just sitting there. I'm not her mama. You're supposed to be. When her mama's not there, it's her auntie, that's when you step in like her mother. This is just disgusting. I'm glad the internet is tearing her a whole new asshole.
And I think before we do a lot of talking, we need to listen.
Right, BTA.
We need to listen to those children. What I just heard are two little, beautiful black children that are traumatized.
Yes.
They've been bullied.
Exactly.
They've been tortured.
What about my son?
Exactly.
Yep.
Without giving them full detail, what I just told the principal and CPS, that we not about to let a bunch of rules get in the way of protecting our children.
Hell no!
You never have to go through what that woman went through.
That's right.
Couldn't protect our children.
Yeah.
As somebody who writes laws in this state, we have written every law on the book to make sure children don't get abused.
That's right.
We also not about to let our children abuse us.
That's right. There we go. We got glitch.
They not gonna be defended, but they damn sure got to be held accountable.
Lock their ass up. Lock their ass up. Kimberly,
I really love how Chicago is stepping for this mother. I love how all these people are coming together. Instead of just minding their business, it ain't got nothing to do with them. They're coming together and they're rallying around this, because if it could be her, it could be that woman right there in the pink, in the purple jacket next, or the woman in the sea green jacket next, or the man. These kids are out of control, and this neighborhood is tired. And I love to see the black unity and to see people coming together and condemning this, because this is not black culture. Black folks don't just stand for anything. So I'm glad that they're showing like, no, this is not Chicago. We don't condone this. So kudos to everybody who came out there and stood in solidarity with this family. So they found one of the kids' houses that James.
Yes, they said that the mama been kicked out, the mama been squatting, in the buildings. Not the mama that got jumped on, but the parents of the little boy. They say the boys and the other girl. They say the mama 30 years old with 5 kids, and this been happening. They like the summer been peaceful. The whole summer was peaceful until they brought their ass back over here, and the mamas and grandma been squatting. They say they burnt the grandma house on fire. The grandma used to stay in one of these, so they said the grandma. They was smoking in the house and burnt the grandma house out. So, you know, they try to put the grandma out. And then they been put the mama out. So the mama been over here in these apartments squatting. So it's a sad situation, but get your kids.
That tells you a lot of these kids are experiencing trauma in their home. The mother is squatting, hence no heat. Like I said earlier, I don't know if that's the same mother, but these kids are in a horrible situation and they're taking the frustration in the household out on innocent people out in the street, and that's not okay.
She 30. They say she 30 with 5 kids. Like it's too many resources.
30 with 5 kids. Where are the fathers? Where are the fathers? She didn't get pregnant by herself.
Out here for you to be, you know, allowing your kids to live the way you live. They say the house nasty and everything. One of the ladies also said that she opened her house up to the kids over here if they need like ranch hot sauce, they hungry, whatever. Her husband mentor the kids, but she stopped letting them come because one of the daughters is disrespectful and she's 12 years old, and the mama just be out here drunk, high, popping pills, all type of stuff.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
So they really, you know, it's a sad situation because they've been squatting. 30 with 5 kids, it's resources out here. You need to just, shit. Mama just don't care. Mama 30 years old with 5 kids, and they said the mama be outside drunk, high, popping pills. They even said that the mama, one of the little boys robbed the library lady. So how the video originally got out is because the girl that I was just walking with, she live over here and her kids go to this school. She said the little kids came to her house and told her husband, like, look at this video. And they had the lady phone and they was trying to do something with, try to sell the lady phone, talking about something. I need me a car. He was like, I'm gonna post a video and make y'all dumb ass go viral. So that's how the video got viral, because they thought they was being funny, but they went viral.
So as you see, it's a lot going on. One of the mothers is 30 with 5 children, high, drunk all day, squatting. And unfortunately, she's teaching her children that the way you cope with bad times is to take out your anger and aggression on other people.
This is not how she says she wants the world to see her. Korshonda Hatter has sickle cell, but she says she has never endured such pain.
So much pain, emotional, physically. I'm not feeling good at all. I just jump out of his sleep at night, calling my name.
If I was with them, it wouldn't have happened.
Devon Lee Sr. is the kid's father.
I want justice. I definitely want the school to be responsible, and the parents too.
Just like that. Who that lady pressing charges on? The parents of the minors who jumped on her. Now y'all scared to whoop some ass, but now it's about to cost you. And I don't believe none of y'all got no money to be paying no lady for the ass whooping that y'all kids done gave them, that lady and her kid. Y'all slammed that boy's son, that girl's son head on the ground. Y'all ain't got that money. Y'all ain't got it. But y'all scared to whoop their ass though. Live. You might have would have got some donations for beating their ass the proper way. You might have would have got some help from these men that come up here on platforms and get kids in order. You might have would have got some help if you would have told the truth that you scared and had these kids come up here with some remorse, but you didn't. You didn't. Now it's going to cost you. Press charges all the way. Military school for all ladies. Make the parents pay and send them badass kids to military school till they 18. And they got to serve 4 years in the armed forces. Don't send them to jail. Because they want to be YBs and YNs, and that might be where they want to go. They might like that shit. They might like it. Send their ass to military school with somebody yelling in their goddamn face and they can't do a goddamn thing. Then send them to the military to go fight for this country. I bet you there'll be some reformed citizens pressing charges on the parents. I'll be damned. Get your kids in order.
And now we're going to watch some of the parents, their reactions, them responding to the viral video. Some of these parents are just as problematic as the stupid auntie who went viral.
You know the whole city of Chicago looking for you, right? You and your little friends. Because you was grown yesterday. You were grown. And you was going to jump somebody. So now they looking for you. You know that, right? You know I'm not helping you, right?
They looking for your ass too, mama.
Right.
You might want to help. Yeah.
Yeah, that mother in Chicago that got jumped by all those kids. I want to talk to the rest of the mothers. I want y'all to come to the front because y'all are responsible for these kids. What if she had a gun? What if she had a gun and she started shooting those little motherfuckers? Because I would. I would. About mines, yes, I would. And I don't give no fucks. The problem is y'all don't like raising y'all kids correctly. And a lot of y'all will prioritize y'all jobs because you're not making ends meet over your children, and that's why they're like that. Okay? And I pray and hope the rest of the Chicago catch them little motherfuckers. I love that y'all are making videos and exposing their ass. The parents are making the videos and exposing them and showing the faces. I love that. Because as soon as somebody catch their ass on the street, I hope they get their ass. I do. I really do. Okay? Because y'all not gonna get enough until one of your damn children is in a fucking body bag. You're not gonna get enough. Leave people, kids alone. But y'all don't want to be respectful until you meet a motherfucker like me that don't mind shooting some kids.
I think everybody, we've all seen the video. Everybody's been sharing it. The public outcry is definitely there, and we're all on the same accord that it was. We want. I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable.
If she comes from a loving home, then what she should have done as a child is walk away from the situation instead of thinking that it was okay to perpetuate violence. So there's something missing in the household, and the mother's not being honest about it.
She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak because she's a child. What grade are you in, Kamira?
8th.
She's in 8th grade.
What grades do you get?
A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen. I'm the captain of the cheerleading team. Person.
We will know that this baby, as well as all the other babies that's in that video, are very much our future. So if we laughing at them, we laughing at ourselves. So we want
to. Objection. You and your stud wife, okay, that's what I'm assuming they're together. Y'all are not going to gaslight me. I don't care about her being on the cheer team, the debate team. I don't care about her A's and B's. This is nothing but gaslighting. These kids are not the future, okay? These kids need to be handled. Maybe do some little juvenile time. They need to be held accountable so that way they actually have a future. Because the moves that they're making and the terrorizing that they're doing in this neighborhood, it may lead to them having a very unfortunate future because they may run up on the wrong person, okay? And the wrong person is not going to be as nice as that mom who couldn't fight back. They run up on the wrong person, all of them could find themselves buried and not have a future. So the mom needs to stop gaslighting. And 8th grade is grown, okay? Not grown in the sense of 18 plus, but you're old enough to know the difference between right and wrong. You're old enough to know that you should not be over there picking on somebody and harassing somebody, especially when you're a cheer captain, especially when you've been given responsibilities and leadership at your school. So something is not clicking with her or this family.
Make sure that we check that and that we be present, and that those people that are not on the ground, those people that are scared of our young our young kids, that we get out here and we touch them, that we let them know that we here, that we got something to say, that we care about them, that they have more resources than they know, and that we are available to them. As an update, y'all, I want y'all to meet Kamira. She is one of the children that was a part of the fight at OT Bright School on yesterday. We're just coming live so she can say her piece and take accountability. I won't say too much. And please, anyone that decides to say anything, keep it respectful. This is the child.
Objection. We don't give two fucks that she's a child, because she was a child not staying in the child's place. She was a child trying to act like a grown adult and trying to put hands and feet on a grown adult. So you don't get to now say she's a child, not too much on my child. We don't give a fuck, okay, about your child and her actions. Let's continue.
Hey, my name is Kamira Grant.
Oh no, talk up. Why she got that smirk on her face? Talk up. All that shit you was talking to that lady with all that bass in your voice outside, where's all that bass now? Don't get the mumbling and talking, sweet and shy. Because we know you're not sweet or shy, per your actions.
Hi, Poppy. I was wrong for everything. Poppy.
It's okay,
I was wrong for everything that I did. And I was just being a follower, following everybody who don't even got nothing that I got. And I apologize for everything, because I wouldn't want to be in that situation. And I feel bad because
it's okay.
I gotta go through so much.
You gotta go through so much? Last time I checked, you look healthy. You look well fed. You look like you don't miss no meals. Mama got a nice jacket on her. You're just upset because you were caught. It shouldn't be about you at this point. The fact that you're talking about what you're going through. Where's the apology? Is the apology in the room with us? At least you did acknowledge being a follower. I will give her kudos for that, because that's exactly what she was doing, was following.
I wish I would never did what I did.
Do you have anything to say? I think her name is Shauna.
I was a bit... people think... Oh, puppy. And somebody I'm not. Oh, puppy.
So most people are not buying her so-called apology, and folks are dragging this little message that the mother decided to put out looking for attention.
Girl, the fact that you sat on that live with that hoodie on, looking like Cleo, ready to set it off, lets me know that you would do it all over again if you had the chance to. And please don't think that we don't know that you tried to play in our face with that.
Now that we got them little badass baby kids off the street and they parents is about to be prosecuted, now it's time for us to get on this motherfucking school and this school district. Oh yeah, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get talked about, huh? Y'all thought y'all didn't have a dog in this motherfucking fight? No, actually it's y'all motherfucking fault. Because if you would have did your damn job like y'all was supposed to, wouldn't none of this shit had happened in the first motherfucking place. So yeah, now we need to get on the school top and the school board top, because when that lady, they been reporting this for 2 fucking years that them people been bullying them, and y'all ain't did a whole ass thing but push the shit to the side. And now all this shit that happened, y'all want to try to make it seem like, oh, we're protecting the kids, we don't need all, we're gonna protect everybody in the... No, you didn't. So now next TikTok, we need to be getting the motherfucking school, because they need to be fined, goddamn it. Because they fault that this shit happened too, goddamn it. It would have been nipped in the bud.
I think everybody, we've all seen the video. Everybody's been sharing.
You know the whole city of Chicago looking for you, right?
Everybody click in. T-Bike School on yesterday. We're just coming live so she can say her piece and take accountability. I won't say too much. And please, anyone that decides to say anything, keep it respectful. This is a child.
Keep it respectful. This is a child. This about to piss a lot of people off.
Let's go.
I'm just giving you all a warning. This is what I gotta say, right? Where's our parents at? Where is our parents at? Where's the accountability? The entire video, it seems like she wanted to laugh. Because there's no consequences. This is what happens when kids raise kids and parents is not involved in their life. See, I can't even talk right now. I'm saying my words all fucked up. This is what you get when there's no consequences to your actions. And because kids like that know that they're not going to get any consequences or face any type of repercussions, they think it's okay to do things like that. If I was a parent and I found out my child was involved in something like this, ain't no need for no apology. It's going to be belt to ass. It's going to be belt to ass until you probably can't even walk. I'm sorry, that's what it's going to be. Because you're going to understand that you can't be out here acting like a goddamn hoodlum and think that there's not no repercussions. I ain't raised you like that. And the sad part about it is that she probably learned this from being around her parents, or probably from just, being in grown folks' business. Because let's be real for a second. A lot of these kids nowadays are too involved in a lot of grown folk business because y'all don't set no boundaries. I almost cursed. Y'all don't set no boundaries for these kids. Y'all want to be buddies with the kids and be all he and they don't understand that you have to stay in a child's place. So for her to feel that comfortable to put her hands on a grown woman, that says everything you need to know about how she's being raised in her household.
I know the mother in Chicago that got jumped by these kids. They have a rumor, and I'm going to call it a rumor, guys, because I've been looking for more information that Oprah Winfrey, donated $1 million to this lady. And I've been trying to see if any big news, stations or something was going to report that Oprah gave this lady $1 million. Now, let me tell y'all something. One thing about a lie, we know it travels fast, okay? The truth is real quiet and slow. But I've been trying, if y'all see it, tag me in it. So I would love to talk about it and give Oprah, her credit. I'm going to give credit when it's due and where it's due. But I'm not going to be, she did it, when she didn't do anything. But
yeah, so this rumor has also been going around TikTok that Oprah and a lot of people donated money. They moved the mother out of Chicago. And the mother's in the hospital basically telling her side of the story. And she's saying that no, nothing has been donated to her.
If they really move you to a new house in the neighborhood, I wish they stopped lying to y'all. Please. Please. Don't take everything onto the internet and run with it, because it's not true. Okay? We got this lady a house. We got this lady a car. Oprah gave a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie. Nobody is raising money for me. Nobody. Please stop believing the internet, please. I'm telling y'all gonna get the wrong answers. If they really move you to a new house in the neighborhood.
And to the Chicago mother who got jumped by them kids, is somebody helping you or not? Because somebody lying. And to the Chicago mother who got jumped by them kids, is the city helping you or not? Because somebody lying. I have been sent numerous posts about the Chicago mother saying nobody helping her and her man. And from what we know, we've been getting sent GoFundMe's like they going out of style. Right. Now, either somebody trying to pimp money from the situation, or maybe she just didn't get the money yet. Chicago mom, please update us. Because at this point, we can't believe nobody, and I ain't trying to listen to nobody in my inbox sending no links around talking about this to help the mama. Apparently, the mama ain't getting nothing from it, okay? Everybody asking me, I don't damn know. I'm with y'all. This is exactly why I don't put GoFundMe's and stuff on my page, because they don't get to the recipient. Sidebar. We have come to find out that apparently they got another video of a 21-year-old with autism. Him and his sister was getting bullied by these same kids, and the same boy who was recording, he sent it to the damn mama. Oh, these kids is miscreants. At this point, I digress. Yeah, we still working on getting something done about this situation because we heard the mama is pressing charges. But we just trying to find out, is somebody helping you or not, auntie? Just let us know, mama, please, because people want to help. But it's only but so much people can milk the system and before people just get, you know what I'm saying, tired of the situation and just kind of back off to see what's going on. From what I heard and the videos I seen, the mama says she ain't received nothing. It's only her man, and her kids, and they doing what they got to do. Ain't been no transfers from the school. They ain't get no new house. They ain't buy her no car. Y'all just be lying. I'll update y'all when she say something or the news say something or somebody. I'm just a messenger.
So now what's interesting is that it's been reported as of a few hours ago that these kids have been harassing another family. So we're going to go ahead and watch that news report now.
Only on CBS News Chicago, we are learning a group of kids who attacked a Chicago mother and her 9-year-old son have been terrorizing another family. Our Sharday Gray reports that mob was caught on video in both instances. Carolyn Sanford says the same group of kids who attacked Hatter and her son brutally attacked her adult son this past summer, leaving him unconscious on the ground for half an hour. She says they picked on him because her son has autism and is an easy target.
Ain't gonna lie, it's hard remembering it.
For 21-year-old Sean Brown, this attack left him with a fuzzy memory and PTSD.
I couldn't get up for a little minute. My head was hurting.
You can see in this video, he's running from a group of kids. The incident happened near the Trumbull Park Homes, a Chicago Housing Authority complex. Brown says he was leaving the grocery store when he made eye contact with a group of kids and started running when he was just steps away from his home. You can see Brown is holding a grocery bag, trying to reason with the kids. Then things escalate. We've stopped the video before the kids pulled him off of the grass and into the street.
At first, I didn't want to put my hands on the kid. He's a kid. Like, come on now. I'm a grown and I'll put my hands on a kid. Like, I might be slow, but I got common sense.
If this video looks eerily similar to what was captured earlier this week, it's not a coincidence. A group of kids attacked Corshonda Hatter and her 9-year-old son. Our analysis shows the two videos were shot by the same child.
They picked with him because they knew he was scared.
Carolyn Sanford says that boy sent the video to her, taunting her. It was all a part, she says, of her family being bullied by the group for months. In one of those incidents, a boy in the video slapped her 10-year-old daughter, Brown's younger sister, at Orville T. Bright Elementary School. The same school several parents demonstrated this past week, calling for an end to bullying.
My daughter didn't want to go to school. These kids never want to stay home. That girl wants to stay home more than anybody.
Even at home, the same group of kids broke her window and kicked in her door last May.
And the ringleaders is crazy because they stay above me. I'm do if I don't, I'm damn if I do. I mean, it ain't no winning here.
Both moms say they have brought complaints to the school with no results. Sanford says she's upset because she warned the school about the kids for months, and she says nothing was done.
Why y'all haven't done nothing a long time ago for this? Again, this been going on. This ain't just started here, and it's not gonna end here.
She contacted us after seeing the viral video. We reached out to CPS. We are waiting for a response, and when we get one, we will post it on our website.
At this point, they all need to go to jail. This is becoming a pattern. They like to mess with people that they feel or deem is weaker than them. And unfortunately, when violence continues to go unpunished, which it seems like it has been over the past several years with this group of kids, they begin to normalize it. This then turns into normal behavior where they don't even realize that they're doing something wrong. This is not a situation of kids just being kids. These are kids sitting here having a lack of respect for adults, having a lack of respect for other children. And we really need to be talking about the influence of society, social media, and things like that. I think a lot of these kids are possibly watching shows like Baddies or seeing videos on TikTok and thinking that their behavior is okay when it's not okay. And this is why, as parents, you need to be on top of your kids, especially when they're that young, when they're that impressionable. where they think that this is okay behavior. And again, who knows what these kids are being exposed to in their own household. A lot of these parents, a lot of these adults need to check themselves and understand that your child is watching everything that you're doing. And your child is a reflection of you and the environment that you have created for your child. These children out here nowadays are more influenced by social media than by their parents. Too many kids are busy being raised by TikTok while their parents sit out here and run the streets or just scroll social media themselves aimlessly. You got too many people out here playing, these low vibrational shows in front of their kids, and then the kids are watching these shows and they're thinking that behavior is appropriate. Then they turn around and exhibit that same behavior in the school system and towards other children. So this story is extremely heartbreaking. It definitely hits close to home. I feel really bad for this mother. On top of her having to deal with the debilitating illness, she also now has to deal with the trauma that came from this beating and the trauma that her kids are going to be dealing with. So this story is extremely heartbreaking, but it's also a wake-up call. It should be a wake-up call to a lot of parents across the nation that you need to start parenting your children. You need to start being a parent and stop just giving them an iPad, a cell phone, and letting them figure out life. Kids need structure, discipline, and guidance. And if you're not going to be there to provide that, trust and believe society will step in. If they have to step in and give your child structure, discipline, and guidance, you're not going to like that very much because your child's going to find themselves in jail and you're going to find yourself putting money on their books or being locked up with your child in this case. So anyways, tea sippers, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I want to know what you guys think about this entire crazy situation with these kids in Chicago, not only jumping this woman and her children, now it's come out not even a day later that they've also been doing this and terrorizing other people in the neighborhood as well. So I look forward to reading y'all's comments down below. Feel free to share this video. Make sure you guys hit this video with a like, and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.